The new CA Board of Directors will have several challenges ahead of them. And here to tell us more about those challenges is CA President Phil Nelson. How you doing, Phil?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good.
Phil, got a few questions. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the first one, tell us about the CA Board of Directors. What are they really responsible for?
The board of directors are responsible for setting policy for the organization, and that could mean what kind of facilities we have, what kind of equipment we're going to use to get the things done, how we fit in with the county's roles that they supply. We have several hundred parcels of ground downtown, so we're going to play a major role in the redevelopment of the town center. So they're going to be looking at several different items that's going to make a difference in how Columbia functions in the future.
All right, okay. Downtown getting developed, that's great. Now, what are some of the challenges then that they will have with getting that work done?
Biggest challenge is the aging infrastructure that we have. I mean, we have some buildings now that are 40 years old, and we picked a planning period of about 2030 to 2035. And by that time, some of our facilities are going to be 70 years old, and they're going to be major makeovers, and a lot of it's going to be determined on how our population fits in with the programs that we offer and vice versa.
So that is a lot of planning. And with planning comes money.
That's right.
What kind of costs are we talking about as we look long term, Phil?
Well, each year our operating budget is about $60 million, so you kind of think that's going to be the same way or the same pathway over it, because if people want the services that we offer, it's going to cost money. Our capital outlay is about $9.5 million a year, and when you look at a 5-year period, the new capital improvement program that we just generated is going to be about $55 million worth of expenditures over the next 5 years. When you think about, we have $180 million worth of asset value, and while depreciation is a relative accounting term, about 80 million of that's already been depreciated. So to me, it means we're going to have to start investing some money in some aging infrastructure that we have.
So Phil, why does the new board of directors, CA's new board of directors, have to worry about 2030, 2035? It seems so far, far into the future.
Well, if you look at where we are right now, we're already in the second year of the second decade of this new century.
Okay, that's one way of putting it. Mm-hmm.
And when you start thinking about all the different things that we have to do over the course of time, demographic changes are going to take place. We're going to have lots of different things mobility challenges. Gasoline's almost $4 a gallon now, and it's predicted to go close to $5 a gallon by the end of the year. So how do we get people to our facilities? How do we get them back home? Those different kinds of things that we're going to have to be thinking about. When you stop and think about the makeup of families, even in Columbia, the 2010 census data shows that about 60% of households in Columbia are 1- and 2-person households. So that's down about 3/4 of a person, which I don't want to be painful, but it's about 3/4 of a person less than the household statistics about 10 years ago.
Okay.
And when Columbia first started in 1970, there were like 3.6 persons per household, and now we're down to about 2.5.
Okay, that's a big change. So what role will the new CA board play in the projects that have been previously approved by the board?
We're still trying to get Symphony Woods going. We're still trying to do lakefront planning. And those are going to be, if you look at the general development plan for Howard County, those are the 2 major people places in this whole plan.
Right.
So we're going to play a big role in how we fit in with town center redevelopment, how things are working towards the future. And our board needs to be ready for that incremental planning of maybe 5, 10, 15-year period to where we can afford to do a lot of these huge projects that we're talking about.
Okay, well, it sounds like there's a lot of work to be done. So I want to know how many seats are open for election?
Out of the 10 villages, I believe we have 6 seats open.
Okay.
And elections will be this month.
Okay, sounds good. Well, I'm tired, so thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next month.
Thank you.